Before we dive into this wild interstellar tale, comment below with your city and country and let us know what time it is where you're watching. Like, share, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear is humanity at its most clever. The message came without warning. It wasn't a declaration of war. It wasn't even a threat. It was an offer. To most members of the Galactic Concord, this was how contact usually began. A standard protocol: offer protection, guidance, and the promise of inclusion. After all, civilizations that had just cracked the secrets of FTL travel were fragile, insecure, and often prone to self-destruction. Offering them a seat at the table, with a side of security, was considered wise. But this time, the target was Earth. The transmission was elegant, layered in dozens of languages, a linguistic marvel of translation AI and diplomatic courtesy. It offered Earth defensive sovereignty under galactic guardianship, citing concerns about emerging threats in the outer spiral arms. On the surface, it was generous. In practice, it was a leash. Ambassador Relin of the Andros Coalition stood in Earth's newly constructed diplomatic hall, flanked by armored envoys and guarded by shimmering drones. He was all charm, a veteran of dozens of first-contact negotiations. He'd never had a planet say no. He wouldn't today either, he believed. Earth's representative entered late, by design. Dressed in a tailored black suit, coffee in hand, Sarah Monroe was the appointed voice of humanity. Calm, composed, and just a little amused. "Ambassador Relin," she said, nodding. "We received your offer." Relin smiled, his mandibles clicking politely. "And I trust you see the wisdom in it. The galaxy is vast, dangerous. Young civilizations benefit from protection." "We appreciate the concern," Monroe replied, setting her cup down. "But from who exactly?" Relin blinked. Several of his eyes rotated. "I'm sorry? From who?" she repeated. "You say you're offering protection. Great. From what threat? Who's attacking young civilizations? Is it you?" That stopped the room cold. A few envoys shifted. Someone coughed. A drone's wings stuttered. "Certainly not us," Relin said slowly. "Then who?" Monroe leaned forward. "Because we ran the numbers. Of the last 37 civilizations you protected, 21 were later absorbed into Concord economic zones. Their natural resources mysteriously depleted. Their governments destabilized. Their cultures assimilated." Relin frowned, something twitching under his cheek plates. "You misunderstand our intentions." "Do I?" Monroe smiled. It was the kind of smile a poker player gives right before flipping a royal flush. "Because from where we're standing, this doesn't look like protection. It looks like a protection racket." A few gasps. One of the envoys stood, barking something in a guttural alien dialect. Monroe didn't flinch. "Let me be clear," she continued. "Humanity has made a lot of mistakes. We know paranoia. We know war. But you know what else we know? Patterns." She pressed a button. The screens behind her lit up, images of worlds before and after Concord intervention. Prosperous cities turned to ruin. Democratic councils replaced with puppet regimes. Ecosystems turned to extraction pits. "We see your pattern, and we're not buying in." Relin stood straighter, his tone sharpening. "You're refusing our offer?" "No," Monroe said, picking up her coffee. "We're declining it. There's a difference." A beat passed, then another. "Earth doesn't want protection," she added. "Earth wants respect." The transmission from the Galactic Concord went dark shortly after. But Earth's message traveled fast, broadcast through every channel, every relay station, translated into every major galactic language. It ended simply. "We asked who the threat was. They didn't answer, so we did." Earth began building alliances, not with the Concord, but with the independents, the outcasts, the ones who'd refused protection and suffered for it. Earth shared tech, shared strategy, shared survival. The balance of power shifted. Within a decade, Earth had formed its own coalition, leaner, smarter, and not built on fear. It didn't conquer. It cooperated. It didn't protect. It empowered. And one day, when a small planet named Tressa received a message from the Concord offering protection, they didn't panic. They forwarded the message to Earth, and Earth answered. If you're still watching, here's your reminder: Never underestimate the species that asks the uncomfortable questions, like share and subscribe, because humanity doesn't just survive, we outthink the galaxy.